bus service cuts? Do you Corexit? Do you global warming? Do you river poisoning? Do you Red Sea part? Do you nuclear meltdown? Do you fraternity? Do you arbitrage? Do you debt? Do you Goldman Sachs? Do you Bear Stearns? Do you GM? Do you Jim? Do you 24-hour commercial? Do you somewhere over the rainbow? Watch the seagulls in the Gulf. Watch the seagulls in the Gulf. Do you small cap stocks? Do you triple B bonds? Do you Event Horizon? Do you savings accounts? Do you subprime? Do you derivatives? Do you fine print? Do you Citizens Unite? Do you think this for mandate? Do you Channel? Do you gentrification? Do you Target? Do you granite countertops? Do you resale value? Do you term paper? Do you Rose Garden? Do you wish I was a drum major for peace? Do you fake rally? Do you in the pocket of? Do you Israeli couscous? Do you phone tapping? Do you minoxidil? Do you freedom fighters? Do you dictators? Do you NATO? Do you WTO? Do you IMF? Do you UN? Do you FEMA? Do you CIA? Do you DIA? Do you SEC? Do you FDA? Do you EPA? Do you BP? Do you LCB? Do you ATF? Do you NRA? Do you NFL? Do you ACAA? Do you ICE? Do you NBC? Do you MSNBC? Do you Fox? Do you Fun? Do you military contractor? Do you body armor? Do you chocolate cake? Do you Silk Road? Do you Moss? Do you flotilla? Do you blockade? Do you embargo? Do you tariffs? Do you racial profile? Do you stop frisk? Do you Mariana Trench? Do you mountaintop explosions? Watch the seagulls in the Gulf. Watch the seagulls in the Gulf. Do you clean coal? Do you life after death? Do you patriarchy? Do you homophobic? Do you sex with your computer? Do you chastity? Do you nepotism? Do you coral reefs? Do you SB 1090? Do you Dream Act? Do you Pearl Jam concert? Do you HB 1077? Do you jobs? Do you insurance companies? Do you kickbacks? Do you cutbacks? Do you buses stop? Do you Solyndra? Do you shadows on the wall? Do you hand puppets? Do you allegory of the slave? Do you transactions? Do you all-in raise? Do you workers underpaid? Do you commission off that? Do you 9.8 meters per second squared? Do you bailed out? Do you Trojan horse? Do you Christian God? Do you profiling? Do you Haditha? Do you surrogate mother? Do you insurance premium? Do you $15 deductible? Do you health care for the rich? Do you disease care system? Do you donut hole? Do you poverty rate? Do you reality of the world? Do you freedom of choice? Do you we're all equal? Do you goodbye poor? Do you constellations? Do you matter cannot be created? Do you destroyed? Do you injured on the job? Do you light speed? Do you put pension fund? Do you 401k? Do you 403b? Do you 529? Do you 501c3? Do you IRA? Do you plus sign? Do you total stock market index fund? Do you PIMCO? Do you Dodge and Cox? Do you 10-year note? Do you irrational exuberance? Do you trickle down? Do you cronyism? Watch the seagulls in the Gulf. Watch the seagulls in the Gulf. Do you Fantastic Four?